Welcome to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer, and this is going to be part 2 of the Moon in Aries, Sun in Pisces 2024 transit. Some days you won't see me do a part 2, or I might skip the part 1 and just do a part 2 like this, depending on the time allotted, if I was able to make it. Either way, you're going to get a magic moon message. Do you hear me? That being said, stay tuned to the end of this message. I have really good news concerning a new platform with which you can call in. I'm going to reveal the number to my paper call that will be ready by tomorrow. Anyway, let's get started. The moon in Aries is going to be making a 30-degree angle to the sun in Pisces. The sun is 20, 21 to 22 degrees, and the moon will make it to 22 degrees, making the moon at 22 degrees Aries, 30 degrees to the sun at 22 degrees Pisces. This 30-degree angle is going to create and manifest the Taurus signature. The Taurus signature is 30 to 60 degrees. That's going to be about 22 degrees Aries to 24 degrees Taurus, given that during this 30-degree span, the sun will be moving 2 degrees as the sun, or it takes 2.5 days for the moon to move through a zodiac sign. The Taurus signature is very underrated, but when we go through magical zodiac sign seasons, aka mutable zodiac sign seasons, aka zodiac sign seasons that conclude the season, in that Pisces is concluding winter, we're getting ready to be a winter and go into spring. I wanted to rhyme. Where we're getting ready to activate spring. The beginning of seasons are marked by cardinal signs, as cardinal signs move us into a new direction with the new moon. So before we go into that cardinal sign, guess what? We have mutable signs, and mutable signs are magic. Just look at the way Sagittariuses can make up anything from their ass and get you to believe in it. They're so charismatic. Pisces can literally get you to believe anything. They're fucking delusional. It's amazing. Anyway, shout out to Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. This is beautiful because we have activated a new moon 0-degree conjunction cycle with Saturn and Neptune. We're fucked. In Pisces. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world, as you know it. Okay. So we have activated new beliefs relative to the previous cycles that got us here, because they're all interrelated. Okay. And so this new perspective needs direction. That's why the moon is in Aries. It is helping you, because Aries is an individual sign, understand the universal collective perspective, because Pisces is a God sign, a universal sign, a collective narrative, what we all believe, the grand dream. And you are understanding how you, as an individual, direct this activated perspective. The moon in Aries is passionately embroiling your understanding of your authentic individual self through the North Node, through Chiron, helping you understand the individual actions you must take and are taking in order to manifest this metaphysical, intangible belief and dream into reality. Okay? You're doing it through taking those actions, whether you believe it or not. You may not even be aware that you're doing this. All you're doing is you've activated a belief with the new moon, and now you are deciding, I am black. Why the fuck? I wanted to say blank. I am black. I'm not black, but this society will see me as black or African American or Africa. I don't know what the fuck to call it anymore. Anyway, let's, for the purpose of this analogy, say that the new moon in Pisces activated and I realize I believe I'm a real nigga from Brooklyn. Okay? And now the moon in Aries is helping me identify with this belief. I'm a black man. So of course I'm from Brooklyn. Even though I've never grew up in Brooklyn, I've never went to school in Brooklyn. And you know, I've never necessarily, I've never really, I don't really know much about Brooklyn, but I'm not going to let that stop me from believing I'm a Brooklyn nigga. Okay? A Brooklyn black man. This is the worst analogy I've ever used in my entire career, but let's work with it. So we are now attaching the authenticity of whatever you decide. All right, because in this day and age, you could literally be anything. I apparently can get pregnant, right? So if I can be a woman, I can be a Brooklyn nigga. Okay. That being said, let me stop saying the N-word. This is beautiful because the moon in Aries is definitively creating the action steps that once we get into the 60 to 90 degree Taurus moon Gemini signature, the actions we have taken to manifest the raw power, Aries, of the magic, the dream, Pisces, is what is stepping this into form. And then we are going to materialize this form naturally and tangibly once the moon goes into Taurus. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. So before that, this moon in Aries helps you understand facets of how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your character. Chiron can help me move and navigate through vulnerabilities. Can I really believe that I'm from Brooklyn and I've never even lived in Brooklyn? I mean, I lived in Queens for 4 years and my two sisters were born in New York before I moved to New Jersey, where I grew up most of my life. But I'm not going to let that stop me from believing I'm from Brooklyn. As delusional as that is and sounds. That being said, you don't have to use something delusional or believe something delusional like I may be. Okay, no one can tell me I'm not from Brooklyn unless they are actually from New York. Then I will pretend I'm not from New Jersey. But other than that, what's very key here is that I am committing to an understanding of who I am. All right. Yeah, this example is not the right example, but let's just assume it is. We are going to move forward to engineer those actions. This is not pseudoscience astrology. It's not the moon that's going to make you do all of this. You're doing this. As above, so below. It's all your choice. You are being challenged to define the characterization of your individuality by the individual actions you'll be taking. Because in 2 weeks, when the moon is in Libra, these individual actions attached to your belief, well, the full moon is going to be in Libra. And these individual understandings of you in Libra will now integrate socially. You're going to take your individual understanding of what actions manifest this belief so that when the moon is full in Libra, those individual actions become social actions that help you balance the understanding of your individuality with other people. And that's going to be with the sun in Aries. And that balanced understanding will give you much more of an incredible awareness of who and what you are. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Okay? No, I'm just joking. I'm not really joking. In my head, I believe it. Okay. All right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what if I was born in Phoenix, Arizona? I'm from, okay, forget the example. Forget the example. While you don't have to be as delusional or delulu as I'm being, because I want to take advantage of the rest of Pisces season and be as delulu as possible and believe that my crush likes me back, because why not? Why wouldn't I want to believe that my crushes like me back? Because I don't even have just one crush. All right, I have a harem in my head, and that does not make me a loser for some reason. So with that being said, this moon in Aries is actively, say it with me, actively, cardinal sign, action, manifesting the dream. And let me not just say the dream, the beginning of the underworld, and your role in it. You will understand with the nodes what direction you're getting ready to take with the eclipse. And also, given that at the end of this transit, it will sextile Venus and Mars in Aquarius, its slight sextile at the beginning to Pluto is awakening the extraordinary quality of knowledge that links to your understanding of self. Aquarius being friends, Aries being identity. Of course, that sextile communication speaks of how your friends directly influence your beliefs, which influence who you are, and indirectly your habits. That being said, you want to make sure that this understanding of who you're becoming is aligned with who you feel belongs around you, as Mars and Venus will translate actions you can take with these people as you are still activating this new belief. The new moon in Pisces, 0 degrees, the moon in Aries, 30 degrees, and the moon in Taurus, 60 to 90 degrees, represent the activation of this lunar phase. This is more astronomical and calendrical. You say astrology, people start to act weird, like, I don't believe in astrology. Look, bitch, the sun sets and rises every day. It doesn't matter if you believe in it. Okay? Okay? Look, dude, it doesn't matter if you believe in it. Okay? You have fantasy football, crypto investments, and you don't know your moon sign. Sucks to be you. Other than that, I know my moon sign. You watching this know your moon sign. Welcome to the revolution. We're bringing this shit back. It never left. And outside of all of this, you really, really, really want to be mindful that everything you are feeling in connection to your beliefs reflects who you truly are, not who other people want you to be, not what the social expectation or what's popular in opinion expects you to be. Be okay with heralding the unpopular opinion. Be okay with stepping into your full power. The identification of this belief, of this magic you are activating, is going to have you with your own hands and raw power quite literally manifest through the understanding moon of your individual actions. Aries, the sun in Pisces, Neptune Pisces, Saturn Pisces, Mercury in Aries, dream in action. In fact, Mercury being in Aries is what's going to now link the brain processing, which is ahead of your conscious awareness, Mercury being in front of the sun, and align how you feel with what your brain is picking up. Do you know what your brain is picking up? You are her! You are him! Look at me! Nobody has shit on you. I'm going to scream a little bit louder in case you have it. You are the fucking shit. Act like your shit don't stink. You don't have to do that. But you are the fucking shit. Do you hear me? You must feel the unparalleled badassery of who you are becoming before anyone else realizes it, or else Sir Oreo will sneak into your bedroom and stare at you while you're asleep. And it will be just as creepy as it sounds. But if you understand that you're the badass that you are, that doesn't have to happen. So see, just make sure that doesn't happen. Unless you like Sir Oreo and you are into that creepy shit, I'm not going to judge you. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this transit. The self-realization will prepare you for the direction you take in the eclipse. And the moon in Taurus will ground a general, natural aspect of your attitude to make this dream realer than ever. Okay? All right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this report like I just said earlier a few seconds ago. And I would like to unveil my brand new pay-per-call service. Right now, we are getting the menu reconfigured. So tomorrow, by March 12th, it should be up. The recordings are ready. They just need to be uploaded. Shout out to Kiki. That's her marvelous voice that you're going to be hearing on the menu screen. The number is 888-576-4859. I'm going to make a special video putting the number there. 888-576-4859. For those of you who want to call in early, if you call right now, the menu is not ready, nor is the call service, but by tomorrow, it will be. Once again, a video will be up so that I can, share more of the details. We have Janice, Callie, and Majestic Magi, who are also able to be called. We all have our own extensions. My hourly rate for consultations is $500 an hour. However, if you pay through the pay-per-call, the hourly rate on my pay-per-call rates is less than $250. It's less than half of my consultation rates. So the pay-per-call is a very amazing opportunity for those of you that want to save money on consultations and pay per minute instead of buying a whole 30 or hour-long consultation. going to be riding with this for a long time, and in a month I'm going to add 3 new lines. Shout out to Pharaoh Nefertim. He's going to be on one of them. Valton, you as well. You guys stay blessed as always, and until next time, peace, motherfuckers.